Darling, you send me, I know you send me, darling, you send me, I know you send me.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the videos. If you guys are new, my name is Mike. So in this video, we're off to a late start. To be honest with you guys, I've been on this quarantine time and I've just been waking up whenever. It's 5:23 in the afternoon. Yes, I am off to a late start, but in this video, we're going to be installing a new lip on the Z. The lip I got, I didn't really pick it. It kind of picked me. Speed Factor had one in stock and they hit me up and they're like, hey, we've had this in stock for a while. Do you want it? If not, we're just gonna probably sell it for super cheap. So I went ahead and bought the lip. So because it's polyurethane, we're gonna be prepping it, painting it, and installing it on the car. And if we have time, I'm gonna probably work on some rims that I want to put on the Z. Now, it's not anything super nice. I just got these rims for free from a car that we had previously. So I'm gonna go ahead and maybe work on those if we have time today. But right now, we're gonna go ahead and get some supplies before Lowe's closes. Alright, so we made it back home. All the paint and stuff that we got earlier is over here. And before we left, I set the lip on the workbench, like right in front of the sun, so it kind of like heats up and absorbs some heat, because this has been like sitting in my room and it is a kind of old lip and it's kind of like, I don't know, hard and stuff. So I was told to sand this down, scuff it up as much as I could, and then hit it with the primer and then the paint. And hopefully it's gonna let the paint stick a little bit better. I was also told to use like an adhesion promoter, but the automotive paint store is closed. So I'm gonna go ahead and just try it without it. Anyways, this is just going on the Z. It's not like a super expensive lip anyways. I like painting the lip mainly because I think, like, if you look here, the polyurethane like scratches and stuff. In my opinion, I just feel painting the lip like semi-gloss, oh that's French, semi-gloss black just gives it that extra better look, I feel. And I did it to the Evo and it looks really good, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it to this one too, and hopefully it's gonna come out mint. Already with the lip like sitting in the sun for a bit, you can see how much more flexible it is. It did not feel like this like when I first took it out. It was actually like really brittle, so I'm happy that it has a little bit of a flex. Guys, this is not good. Alright, so I know this is like an old lip, and from a distance it actually doesn't look that bad. It looks pretty good. This is a pretty popular lip for the Z. The issue is we got some fitment issues right here, but right here on the corners it looks like it kind of shrunk a little bit over time, and the same thing here. I don't know if you guys, oh yeah. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna try and I'm probably gonna move the car closer to the garage and heat it up with a heat gun and see if we can get a better fit, because I know polyurethane likes to expand and contract, so hopefully it'll give us a little bit of a better fit. Hopefully we can get it similar to what the Evo's lip was, because the Evo was pretty bang on. This one is a little off. I'm actually really digging the way the lip looks. We have the heat gun over here and we have an extension cord running all the way there. So we're gonna go ahead and try and heat up this lip and see if we can kind of get it to fit better. I'm kind of happy that this isn't fiberglass, because if this was fiberglass and it was this off, I would have to be like filing, sanding fiberglass. So that's kind of why I go with the polyurethane, because you could, I'm gonna try, this is like my first time, but you could shape it and like heat it up and get it to fit a little bit better. So it's probably deformed because it's been sitting and it's been like in like a shop's like warehouse or whatever for really long. So hopefully we can get it to fit better. I don't know if this is just me, but with the lip, the black roof and the wing, she's kind of looking pretty good. She's kind of looking like, you know, it's been to more than one car meet or something. Looks pretty good. I kind of like it. Alright, so we have the heat gun going and I'm just having it warm up. And looking at the lip over here, there's a lot of heating to do because it is not fitting 100% at all. It looks like it's actually shrinking already. We're probably gonna have to use some 3M tape to have it stick to the bumper a little bit better, since that is like the JDM way. I feel like muscle car guys don't really use as much 3M tape as the Japanese car guys, but we'll see how this goes. It seems to be working, but I'll update you guys in a little bit and hopefully we'll have a better fit. So this is before we heated it up. It's kind of like sketchy, but now that we heated up the lip, it kind of wants to go all the way to the back here. And if I had like another arm, but it seems to be getting there. So hopefully we can get this into more or less like that over here, because right now if I were to drive with this thing would just like, it would just come off. All right, so I've been heating the lip for a while and I've come to a conclusion that I will need a second pair of hands for this. So I don't know if you guys can see, but now that I'm holding it, it fits in here. So I'm not putting a lot of pressure, so this would hold with like double-sided tape. And then over here, I'm gonna have to like hold it while my dad would drill a hole and then put like self-tappers at the back here. And I'll probably do the same for the other side, but there are some places I have to like file down, like right here. So it's already touching the bumper here, and oh shit. So I'm gonna have to like file this part here down. And same with the other side. I'm gonna have to like file or sand it down over there because it's already touching. And this side seems to be sticking a little bit easier, but it's the same kind of idea. Like one self-tap or a plastic clip, and then also a strip of double-sided tape, and this should be fitting a lot better. But right now it doesn't even want to stay on the car, it just pops off. This video might end up just being prepping this lip, because I don't even know if we can paint it, because it is a little, it's getting colder. The lip's already like rubbing up against here and scratching the paint. It is kind of cold for this, and every time we do heat it up, it just kind of cools down and goes back to its shape. And we ended up heating this behind here and then folding it in and kind of like shaping it, and that did help a lot. So we're gonna try and get this lip on. I'm not too sure if it'll be installed 100%, like painted and all that, but try to get it on the car, at least for today. Also, my dad is in the video. We're using his Dremel to Dremel out the spots that I told you about. Try to get this to fit a little bit better. What did you want? Here's my tool. All right, rock and rolling, right? All right, so I guess in the meantime, while we're working on the lip, I'm gonna try and remove all of this old wrap because it looks terrible. And the heat gun's already out, so I'm gonna try and remove this wrap, and hopefully it'll come off a little bit smoother and it'll look a lot better than making it look ratchet every day. Alright, so my dad pulls some like dad moves and it fits actually pretty good now. Like, look at this. If you guys remember, this was like sticking out like 1/4 inch or something like that. Now it's pretty flush. Like, yeah, there's a little bit of a gap here, but this is my daily, so I'm not too anal about it. And maybe it's just me, but all these like gaps and shit, it like really bothers me. So I don't want to put like any self-tappers on here like some people on the internet do. I want to actually keep this kind of flush. So I want to try and do that, maybe double-sided tape or do the same thing than what we did to the other side. But this actually like holds on pretty good. Like, I'm actually like shaking in it and there's nothing holding it yet. It's just the lip. Unfortunately, this lip won't be perfect, but again, it is my daily. So we have to do the same thing that when we did to the other side over here, because this is how it was before. And then after, which is heaps better.
A few moments later.
Alright, so we ended up massaging the lip more and getting this side to fit a little bit better. And now there is still a little bit of a gap. I don't think we can get this perfect, but it does fit a lot better than what it originally was. Same with this side, there is a gap here and a little bit here. But again, I'm probably just gonna leave it like this for now. I'm happy that we got it to fit the way it wanted to. Probably when the weather warms up again, I am gonna sand this all down, paint it, and then put it back on. And then probably work on the wheels because I have a different set of rims that I want to put on this car. And work on the fitment. I might buy some spacers to push the wheels out a little bit. And like I said, I think it looks a lot better with the lip, especially with the black roof. Especially with the black roof and the wing. It actually looks pretty good. Just needs wheels and a better like fitment, because these wheels, they go in way too much. Stock wheels never have good fitment, so I think it looks a lot better. Thanks, Dad. Alright, so it's the next day and my dad and I went for a drive with the Z with the lip how it is right now, and we didn't put any screws on the back yet, and it seems to like hold and it didn't like fall off or anything, which is really good. And I actually really like the height of the car and the way everything is, because with the Evo I have an issue like going up and down certain things like speed bumps, but with the Z I have like so much space here that as a daily it's actually like really useful. There's just a lot of stuff to do with this car, but because of quarantine we have so much time, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the video now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to leave a like, subscribe, and join the Annie Perfect Society. Peace out and make it happen.